Alright, hello, we're now working on note taker 4. Our LEQ now is, how does a person differentiate between the different sentence structures? Well, for starters, what's a sentence? A sentence is the basic unit of written communication, and every sentence must have these three elements. All sentences must have a subject, a main verb, and they must express a complete thought. What's a subject? A subject is the person, place, thing, or idea that a sentence is about. So a subject is either a noun or a pronoun replacing that noun. So it could be something like Beyonce, cars, high school, or fear. It could be he, it, they. These are all plausible subjects of a sentence. Some sentences might contain a compound subject, which means that you could have two or more subjects, so two or more people, places, things, or ideas. When you're looking to identify the subject, you should ask yourself, who or what is this sentence about? Keeping in mind that not all nouns or pronouns in the sentence are subjects. Let's take a look at this example. Brentiana and Brianna told Miss Galgano that they like to read mystery novels. In this sentence, we have four nouns. We have Brentiana, we have Brianna, we have Miss Galgano, and we have novels. However, if we ask ourselves, who or what is this sentence about, we'll realize that the sentence is about Brentiana and Brianna, so they are the only subjects here. Miss Galgano and novels are not the subjects. They are not what the sentence is about. Also, in some cases, the subject of the sentence may be unstated. This happens most frequently in a command when someone is telling you to do something. They're not saying you, but they are implying you. It is well understood that you are the person they are speaking to. So in the example, get out of here, really the unstated subject is you, get out of here. Similarly, in the example, remember to pay your tuition, the unstated subject is you. You remember to pay your tuition. So let's practice. Who or what is each of these sentences below about? Underline the subject in each of these sentences, but before you do so, please pause the video. When you have finished underlining the subjects in these sentences, resume the video. All right, let's check your work. So we have the cat is the subject of the first sentence, ice cream of the second, Mondays, anxiety, happiness, and then in the last one, it's you. So I said that all sentences must have a subject, a verb, and they must express a complete thought. So we're looking for a main verb because, as we know, sentences might have multiple verbs in them. The main verb is the verb that is telling what the sentence does, or the verb that is linking the subject to another word that describes it. The main verb can be an action verb, it can be a linking verb, it can be a helping verb, but it can never, never, never be an infinitive. So practice here, please. Circle the verb in each of these sentences. Pause the video. Once you have circled the verbs, resume the video. All right, so you should have identified teaches, is, and is teaching as your main verbs in those sentences. You'll notice that the subject is usually located before the verb. In these instances, the dog chased the cat. The dog comes before the verb chase. I went to class. The subject I comes before the verb went. My parents are paying for my classes this semester. My parents are the subject. Are paying is the verb. However, occasionally the subject is going to be found after the verb. This is the case for some questions where she is placed in between the two parts of the verb, did and leave. Also, sometimes when a sentence begins with here or there, the order of the sentence is inverted. So in this case, here is your textbook. Textbook is what the sentence is about. It's the subject. Is the verb, and it comes before the subject in this case. Same thing in the next one. There are several friends coming to my graduation. Several friends is the subject. Are comes before it in this instance. What I want you to do now on this practice is to underline the subject and circle the verb. Pause the video. Once you have underlined those subjects and circled the verbs, resume the video. You should have found that she is the subject of the first sentence. The sentence is about her. What did she do? She enjoyed the film, so we identified enjoyed as the verb. In the next one, the rabbit ate every last carrot from the garden. The sentence is about the rabbit, so we've underlined the rabbit as our subject. What did the rabbit do? The rabbit ate every last carrot, so we have circled the verb ate. What will you bring to the party? This one was a little trickier. You is what this sentence is about, or this question is about. And what's being asked of you is what you will bring. So will and bring are the verbs in this sentence. At this point, you're going to stop the video and complete checkpoint 1 in Schoology. So go into Schoology and complete the checkpoint 1 in the home folder. You have 20 takes for this checkpoint so that there is no skirting away from getting a 100% on this checkpoint. Do so now, please.